Longleat, and the man in the Rolls-Royce is Jimmy Chipperfield. Years ago, he was branded a madman for unleashing wild animals on a trusting public. The park is a 50-50 venture, a surprising partnership between a showman and the towering aristocrat Lord Bath. The safari park idea is only one chapter in Jimmy Chipperfield's rumbustious life story. The Chipperfield dynasty is ruled by Jimmy, Mary and John. Fierce family loyalties have pulled them through early poverty and fickle success. In the 1960s, it was let's go on safari time. And after years of seeing caged animals, Jimmy encountered the thrill of living among the wildlife born free, but much of it struggling against poachers, skin hunters, and of course natural disease. Going on safari was a rich man's pastime, but the concept gave Jimmy the seeds of a lucrative and far-reaching idea.
Danger is a big attraction, and lions were the thing. And I knew people would want to say, I've driven amongst lions, I've taken this photograph myself of this lion. And that was why I wanted to start with lions.
A pioneering partner was required. He secured introductions to the noble Marquis of Bath.
When I drove down Lord Bath's Drive, I had butterflies. I thought, how am I going to talk this man in this beautiful estate to get himself involved in a big project of wild animals?
Jimmy Chipperfield is always punctual, and the partnership was nearly stillborn because his lordship was late.
It wasn't my fault. Well, never is your fault if you're late, is it? But he said, you know, I've got a principle in life. I won't wait more than 10 minutes for any man.
So the bargain was struck. Lord Bath was to provide the land and Jimmy the lions. They were bought in job lots from all over the world, including the pride from the film set of Born Free. The chain-link fencing was government surplus from Kenya, originally intended to keep out the Mau Mau terrorists. The problem, though, was to keep the project hushed up for fear of public outcry. We've seen the Lions of Longleat became the ubiquitous car sticker. The crowds were mesmerized by the danger only a window away. The safari bandwagon rolled on into Woburn, and inquiries came from all over the world. To boost the gate money, the show needed more than one act. The public admired its own audacity, yet not a single Albert was eaten. The unlikely entrepreneurs had recovered their outlay within 4 months. Who were the madmen now? Wiltshire had taken a liking to its lions, and jobs for the locals flourished. The parks, like the animals,
On the 16th of June.
and today it's John who's planning Safari Park number 27 in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. He's responsible for collecting the animals, some from Longleat.
This is a modified ship's container, so when we actually shut the door, it'll be no big deal to them. They'll be quite happy. Although there are wild animals in Malaysia, they are in deep jungle and inaccessible to the general public. I planned this park, and Mike Lockyer, who worked at Longleat for the last 15 years, is now working for Johor Safari Park, ensuring that the plans are followed to specification.
In Kenya this year, the Chipperfield Safari moved in, retracing Jimmy's pioneering days. This time, John's in charge. He sets up palisades to hold his catch, giraffes. Back on the ranch in Hampshire, Mary Chipperfield trains her tigers.
Come on, Doshi. Come on, quickly. Ellie, up. Come on, up. Good boy. Good boy. Play. Good boy.
Mary Chipperfield puts her tigers through their first rehearsals after a winter's break.
Right. Twiggy, come on. Ellie, up.
The tigers remember their routines even better than Mary. They're edgy, though, and always dangerous.
Sit down.
No one disturbs the beasts during the sacred meat run. And within each pride of lions, the pecking order, or gnawing order, shows who's the boss cat. They're oblivious to passers-by, so long as the windows in the cars are up. They are also oblivious to the recession and the rising cost of foodstuffs, which are nibbling away at the profits of the safari parks. The managing director, John Chipperfield, lives out a housewife's nightmare in juggling his bizarre household accounts.
What happens is that every month we'll get one of these from each park.
That looks like seed cheesecake.
Linseed cake.
Who gets that?
Well, most of the animals get that. That's
Camels.
Camels, giraffes, everybody gets that. You see flake maize, mixed corn we're having. Well, it depends on the month. You can see that this particular park here, during the month of February, costs £6,482.61.
That's one park?
That's one park in February. Feeding giraffes and zebras and that sort of thing, they tend to, as well as eating the bun or whatever it is you're giving them, there's a danger that they'll eat a polythene bag that you're holding it in, and this usually will kill them if they swallow it.
But distance must be a hell of a problem.
Well, it is, because obviously with the lions and tigers you can't get out of your car and go up as we've done with the elephant. So what we in fact do is to, from the safety of a car or Land Rover, drive as close as we can, and then I use a pair of field glasses to have a closer look, and one can count respirations and look for swellings, look for anything that's abnormal, which gives you a clue as to what is the trouble.
The family's partnership and friendship with Lord Bath has endured for 15 years. It's earned them success and brought the wildlife experience to us in our family four-seaters.